So I went enlisted and I didn't go officer. I feel now you're either up or you're down. You either in or you're out. You have it or you don't have it. Silver spoon, or you just have to work, sweat, try hard. And it's either you're that it girl or you're not that it girl. I completely, totally want to give up on life half the time.
Make your heart feel the way it should. I'm gonna hold you when no one will. 'Cause that's when you deserve so good.
Did you learn something new today? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to say thank you for all of my new followers for showing up for me. And if you're new to my channel, here I talk about military content usually, and I just try to share all of my life experiences and give them back, because no one is out here teaching me. If I do, it's through YouTube, social media, but it's not like a mentorship. And wait, I'm kind of doing it on social media, but it's fine. I will be having some new events coming soon where I actually want to do women's mentors. I want to do it on Thursday evenings just to get a collective group of girls together so that we can uplift and grow. If you guys are new, thank you and welcome. Here we believe in community, uplifting, growing, and learning. We don't believe in gatekeeping. I always take all of my experiences and give them back so that other people can learn from my mistakes. Today's video, we're going to talk about why I joined the military as enlisted opposed to going officer. I have my degree, a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. In psychology, you can either get your master's or your doctorate to actually get the most benefits out of your degree. So in college, I didn't really like the psychology program. I mean, I learned a lot and my grades were well. A lot of the programs were based off of the DSM-5, which is basically an instruction saying, hey, if they have these symptoms, then have schizophrenia. And it was just a lot of, like, I want to say premedicated and predetermined destinations to who people were ascribed to. And so then I got all deep into philosophy and metaphysics. And I was like, I really don't want to get like my PhD or my PsyD in psychology per se, because I don't like the whole system, DSM-5, medical system. And then I was just like, okay, well, in the meantime, while I figure it out, I'm just going to travel, try to get life experiences, whatever. And again, the military for me was something so deep that I wanted for so long. Like, I am really girly, feminine. People are like, the military? And then I have like this free spirit to me. So people are just like, the military? But I also have like maybe this like past life where I was just like such a badass. And though I have some badassery, I still am not that badass. So it was just like, okay, you can go enlisted and you can get paid this much, or you can go the officer route and get paid this much. But with the officer, you get more responsibility. Honey, I'm coming out of college. I was in a sorority. I've been the oldest in my family and I'm a big sister. Am I really ready to lead a ship? What they have available was a SWO, which is a surface warfare officer, and babes, officer surface, what does that even mean? No thank you. But I was, when I walked into the recruiting office, it was my intention to go officer, but for like the situation that I was getting out of, I was just like, I'm ready to go. And then y'all saw how fine I was in my last video. I was ready to go. I was like, I'll work for it. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. As an officer, I wanted to do like mass communications, where I would take pictures and kind of like be like a journalist to the Navy, but they wanted you to have a portfolio. I had to wait until August, but if I went in enlisted, then I would have gone in sooner, probably like May, June. And I know y'all are like, that's not that long, girl. You could have waited. Yes, and that's why I'm here, so that you can learn from me. Maya Angelou says that if you give, and if you learn, you should teach. So please learn from me. Don't make my mistakes. So firstly, if you have a degree, look at all the options. See if you want to go in enlisted, or see if you want to go officer. If you want to wait, if you want to go through the intense training, then I think it's totally worth it, and I should have waited. And let alone, the military has a program where they will pay back your students' loans. Pay back your student loans. So not only did I go in enlisted, I didn't even get my student loans paid off. So just a lot of crazy mistakes. But the number one thing that I do want to focus on is that I did accomplish this goal. It was a goal for so long. As I shared in my last video, I was 240 pounds overweight. I couldn't be nobody's sailor, soldier. I couldn't be anybody's anything in the military, and let alone an officer. So just getting my foot in the door meant the world to me. So I'm thinking, okay, if I do just make this choice and go enlisted, then I'll at least have my foot in the door of the military, so that transition into an officer will be a little bit easier. But fun fact, once I got in, I learned that it was a little bit more difficult to be an officer if you were enlisted, because they already have your job filled as enlisted. So now they have to remove you from your job, get a replacement for your job, and then plug you into the officer. And then for the job that you would want as an officer, do we even have it available for you? So guys, please learn from my mistakes and take your time. Think about your future. Think about the bigger picture before you pick your job, because once you're locked in, babes, you're locked in. I'm not saying it's impossible, but they definitely have programs enlisted to officer. So am I planning on going officer now? So I have thoughts about going officer, but then I'll have to go through training again. I'll get more money. I'll be called ma'am. People would salute to me. And I feel like I'm kind of nervous of going officer, because then I would have to obligate more years. I have to serve out the time that I have to this contract, which is 3 more years. And then however many years I have to work in that officer rate. So would I go officer? I'm still deciding. But I feel like I see more officers as women, more people higher up the chain of command, that encourages me also to want to be better and to want to do better and to keep pushing myself in the military. But then I have like this free spirit aspect. I'm like, okay, girl, you came, you saw, you conquered. You've already achieved the goal of being in the military, period, point blank, whether it's enlisted or officer. So what do you need to keep going for? But then as you meet people, you hear their testimonies and you see what you can do, it's like, do I want to stay in? So I don't know. That's just like a big hanging question. I do have 3 years, so I'm pretty sure I will be concrete in my answer, and hopefully I get everything that I came in for, which is, you can look at my video, a whole list of 8 reasons why I joined. So hopefully I can get that, which I'm pretty sure I will. I'm in DC, well, the DMV area, so right by the White House, and I want to like have business meetings with the president one day, and I just want to have the fullness of the experience of being here on the militant side versus being a civilian in the free world, being a private person. So I just want to get all the life experiences and give them back the best way that I can, the most honest and an authentic way. I'm E4 with a degree, and it's so crazy because in boot camp, so many other people did the same thing with degrees and came in as enlisted, so I didn't feel as bad. But then as time is progressing, I'm seeing that people younger than me have higher rates. I'm just like, girl, you should have chose better. So if you are planning on going to the military, I encourage you so strongly to be decisive, to be picky, and to get everything that you want. Take it a step further. I wanted the military, but that's all I wanted, and that's all I got. So it's like I'm starting from rock bottom. Like the pay that I get now was the pay that I got in college, and that's when prices were lower. So if you have a dream and if you have a goal, go for it, but be as clear and detailed as possible. And I feel like some of the people that we look up to, like they tell you how they do it and it's like easy for them and it's maybe harder for you. I am putting together a girls mentorship group so that we can work through the process together, the failures, the expectations, and what it looks like in a timely manner of what's possible and how it's going to look. So I went to college outside of my state, in which I wanted, and everything that I wanted in a college I got. A football team, had the creative arts, had sororities, fraternity life, had clubs, everything I wanted in the country. Beautiful mid-sized university, and I had it experience. And I hate when people say like, oh, college isn't for, like, you know, school isn't for everybody and school is a waste of time. And I couldn't disagree more, because different people have different learning styles. Some people can learn from life experiences. Some people can learn better in a school setting. Not only does school teach you maybe like by the book, but it also teaches you how to be on time, how to be organized, how to communicate, like as far as emails, professionally communicating, how to dress. And some people say like they learn how to dress from church, which is fine, but people just learn from so many different avenues. So for people to like have like this strong bias against college and university, is just like, babes, don't like shoot down everybody else's opportunity because that's how you feel. It works for some people, it doesn't work for some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm such a schoolgirl. So I will pick school over and over again. I know how to like take notes, organize them, study, read any tests. I'm pretty sure all ace. Like it's not a hard, bad problem for me at all. So guys, that's why I joined enlisted instead of an officer. Please take notes, ask me questions, leave comments, share my video, and you get it regardless if people think you have it or not. It's going to work out. I believe in God's divine plan. I believe in faith. I believe that it's a reason to be exactly where you are. I hope I'm currently gaining everything that needs to be gained. Being enlisted, it's not like my proudest moments, but I'm really happy that I did step forward and take the courage and do something that was so unexpected of myself, and I did it and I accomplished it. So guys, don't say you didn't learn nothing from me, and you know how to reach me. Bye guys. Years in college, and I got my BS in psychology. I hate seeing BS because it's like, yeah, it really is BS if you don't get your master's or your doctorate. Roscoe, go sit down, Mimi. Go sit down for 1 second. Give mommy a second. Go, 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 go. Mimi, sit. Sit. Sit, Minky. Roscoe, go sit. Bye-bye. Thank you. So